three-team blockbuster. The source tells our Stan Brett Paul has been told the deal is on hold. In fact, NBA Commissioner David Stern rejected the three-team deal. Much more on the trade that was and now appears not to be with Chris Broussard.
The NBA's official statement on why it killed the Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Lakers trade is that it did it for basketball reasons. But that doesn't make sense because it's not the league's place, even if it is the owner of the New Orleans Hornets, to determine what is and isn't a good basketball trade. The real reason, according to sources, that this deal was killed is that small market fans were complaining to their owners about another superstar leaving a small market, going to a superstar market like Los Angeles. And these owners went to David Stern and complained about it, and David Stern decided to stop the deal. But that is not the end of it. Chris Paul is very upset about this. He spent several hours speaking with Billy Hunter, the head of the Players Union, and the union is exploring its legal options about getting this deal passed. Chris Paul is not planning to show up to New Orleans camp tomorrow, and he is taking this like the deal is on hold, not canceled.
Hey, by the way, the Clippers signed Caron Butler. You see it right there, that
little box to the right?
Yeah. For everything you need on this trade, Albert Pujols signing as well, head to ESPNLosAngeles.com. Extensive coverage of the LA Kings there, by the way, as well.
I noticed it.
On the Chris Paul perspective in Los Angeles, Neil Everett and new ESPN NBA analyst Kurt Rambis.
Yeah, it's getting to feel a lot like Christmas, but anybody who wanted Chris Paul under the tree, any Laker fan, well, the Grinch came and took that away. It was run by Kurt Rambis, the four-time NBA champion, and a Laker player, assistant coach, and a general manager. So you've been in that locker room in all three capacities. What kind of damage control has to be done to the psyches of Lamar Odom and Pau Gasol? Because their girlfriend broke up with them today, and then only to take them back.
Oh, it's very difficult. I was traded by the original Charlotte Hornets to Phoenix, and 2 weeks before Christmas, my wife and I had 2 little baby boys, and she had to pack up the house and move to Phoenix, Arizona. But any trade wreaks havoc on a family. It's very, very difficult to deal with that. Now with this trade being called off, now these players don't even know who their loyalties fall under. But it's the hallmark of being a professional. You've got to come out and play for the name of the team that's on the front of your jersey and just go out and do the best you can. And it's very difficult, but that's what professionals have to do.
Yeah, and Gasol and Odom both coming to the Lakers via trade. Lamar Odom was in tears on a radio interview earlier Thursday. Let's say the trade does go down. Gasol and Odom are out. How does Kobe Bryant, what kind of adjustments does he have to make to his game to maximize Chris Paul's potential?
Well, one of the things that they're going to be able to do, I think, is play well together. When you look at Rondo and Pierce and how they play together in Boston, I see the same sort of scenario, this two-man game action. It's very difficult for teams to defend. But they're also going to have to spend time learning how to play together. It was critically important with Mike Brown coming in as the new head coach that the Lakers get a point guard on their team. They're used to running the triangle offense where traditional point guards are not that critical to run the offense. So they needed a point guard to run Mike Brown's system. Kobe's one of the best players to ever play the game. He's going to figure out how to play with Chris Paul. And it gives the Lakers, it would have given the Lakers a tremendous 1-2 punch, kind of the way that Kidd and Barea handled everybody in the playoffs last year. They just took advantage of the matchup, and they let one of the players penetrate, run pick and rolls, and distribute the ball to somebody else.
You've worked the front office before. I'm going to put you in the Lakers front office right now. Yes or no? Do you make this trade? You give up Gasol and Odom to get Chris Paul?
As much as it pains me to say this because Lamar Odom and Pau are friends of mine, they have to make this trade. Like I said, getting Chris Paul, a point guard that they can have on their team, and Mike Brown's system is critical. They have to have that point guard. And you're looking at the money that's saved with Lamar Odom going away in this trade. This is going to save critical luxury tax fine money from Dr. Bust. So the savings is monetary as well.
Kurt Rambis, four-time NBA champion and our new ESPN NBA analyst.
So, Tom, a gusty win for the Steelers over the Browns. Big Ben hurts his leg, but